Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Melissa and if you're new here, hi, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. I speak about missing children in my case. I also have a series called Gone Too Soon where I speak about celebrities that have passed away. And I'm also on starting another series where I'm about to speak about the first African American billionaire. I'm sorry that I still kind of sound sick. I've been with the same nose problem thing for I don't even know, months, I think, at this point. But before I do get started with this video, I do want to say thank you on the Cameron Voice video. I have 1 point something views, I believe. It may have gone up, but I have not looked at it yet. So that's that. But I do want to say something about that video. Somebody left a comment, which I deleted. And it said he passed a long time ago. Yes, I do understand that these celebrities have passed away a long time ago. That's why I called it Gone Too Soon. Please do not leave any negative comments in none of my videos, whether it's these type of videos or my missing kids video. I will block you from my YouTube channel and you will not be able to see my videos again. So let's just keep it in the good side and not the bad. So today we're going to be talking about one of the celebrities that I have been wanting to talk to for a while. Whitney Houston. I will be talking about her daughter in a video, but it's going to take a few videos before I get to her. But today we're going to be talking about Whitney Houston, so let's go ahead and get started. So Whitney Houston released her debut album at age 22. Scored 3 #1 single, Whitney, 1987, delivered 4 more #1s, and earned Houston Grammy with later albums including I'm Your Baby Tonight in 1990, and My Love Is Your Love in 1998, as well as the soundtrack to The Bodyguard in 1992 and Waiting to Exhale in 1995. With her marriage to singer Bobby Brown in 1992 and ensuing drugs use, Houston's career got off track. She eventually made a comeback in 2009, I Look to You, and also co-starred in the musical film Spark. Houston died from an accidental drowning in a hotel in February 11th of 2012, which it was a couple of days before my birthday, which it really hurt me. Born on August 9th of 1963 in Newark, New Jersey, Houston almost seemed destined from birth to become a singer. Her mother and cousin were both legendary figures in American gospel, soul, and pop music. Sissy Houston was choir minister at New Hope Baptist Church, and it was there that a young Houston got her start. Even as a child, Houston was able to wow audience. She later told Diana Sawyer that a rapturous response from a congregation in A New Hope had a powerful effect upon her. Quote, I think I knew then that my singing ability was an inferior thing that God had gave me, end quote. By the time she turned 15, Houston was performing often with her mother and trying to get a record deal of her own. Around the same time, she was discovered by a photographer who was awarded by a natural beauty. She soon became extremely sought-after teen model, one of the first African-American women to appear on the cover of 17 magazine, but music remained her true love. Which I didn't know about that. When she was 19, Houston was discovered in a nightclub by artist records Clive Davis, who signed her immediately and took her harm of her career. As she navigated from gospel to pop stardom, in 1983, Houston made her debut in national television, appearing on the Mark Griff Show to sing Home from the musical The Wiz. She and Davis spent the next 2 years working on her debut album, finding the best producers and songwriters available to showcase her amazing vocal talent. In 1985, the artist released her debut album, Whitney Houston, and almost immediately became a mass pop sensation. Over the next year, her hit singles Saving All My Love for You and How Will I Know helped the album reach the top of the chart, where it stayed for 14 non-consecutive weeks. Houston won a Grammy in 1986 for Saving All My Love for You. The award was presented to the singer by her cousin Dionne Warwick. Houston followed the mature success of her first album with a second release, winning in 1987. The record too went platinum many times over and won a Grammy for the single I Wanna Dance with Somebody Who Loves Me. With the successful world tour following during this time, the singer also appeared at a concert for Nelson Mandela's birthday and founded the Whitney Houston Foundation for Children, a non-profit organization that funds projects to help needy children over the world. By 1992, Houston was on top of the world, but her life was about to get very complicated very quickly. That year, she married the R&B singer Bobby Brown, formerly of A New Edition. After a 3-year engagement, at first the marriage was passionate and loving, but things turned out sour as decades progressed. Both Brown and Houston battled substance abuse and increased erratic behavior, with Houston later alluding to emotional abuse from Brown and domestic violence. In spirit of these growing personal troubles, Houston continued to progress in her career, crossing over successfully into acting in 1992 by starring opposite of Kevin Costner in widely popular movie The Bodyguard. Which with the project she set a trend for her films to follow. For each movie, she also released her single, carrying Sensation Records sales. For the soundtrack, her smash single from The Bodyguard, a cover of Dolly Parton's I Will Always Love You from 1974, proved to be Houston's biggest hit ever, spending a record-breaking 14 weeks atop the USA chart. The soundtrack album went into with Houston 3 Grammy, including Album of the Year and Record of the Year. Later in the 1990s, Houston has also started in Waiting to Excel in The Preacher Wife, both accompanied by hit soundtrack as well. In 1998, Houston released My Love Is Yours, Love, her first non-soundtrack studio album in many years, and earned her another Grammy for the single It's Not Right, But It's Okay. The album was not as successful as her previous full-length release, though her collaboration with Mariah Carey in the animated film The Prince of Egypt produced a hit single, When You Believe, which won an Academy Award. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, Houston increasingly rock marriage struggled with drugs and health problems, threatened to derail her career. Several concert cancellations and notorious TV interview with Sawyer in 2002, in which Houston appeared far too thin and poor health, led many speculate that she was on the verge of a breakdown. And in 2004, when production began on the TV reality series Being Bobby Brown, Houston received substantial airtime. The show aired during the worst years of the couple's crumbling marriage. Drug use, lifestyle access, and bad behavior were all caught on tape, and Houston's reputation sunk to new lows. Houston tried to ignore the controversy charging head with her music by releasing Just Winnie to combat her detractors, but it did not match the success of her early works. In spite of her troubled relationship, Houston was still calibrated as a singer, being named the most awarded female artist of all time by Guinness World Records in 2006. Over the next few years, Houston attempted to repair her marriage and to break her drug habit, but after several I can't even say this word. Hold on. The fact that I cannot say just one simple word. Relapse. Sissy had to step in, and Houston explained to Oprah Winfrey in 2009, my mother walks in with the shift and she says, I have a court affection here. You do it my way, or we're not going to do it this at all. You're going to go on TV and you're going to retire. And say you are going to give this up because it's not worth it. Houston took a break from her career, divorced from Brown in 2007, and won sole custody of Bobby Christina, which I'll be doing a video of her as well. After almost a decade of struggling with her personal life, Houston seems to be pulling herself together. She released a new album, I Look to You, in 2009. The songs themselves will speak to you, and you'll understand where I am and some of the changes I have gone through for the better, Houston told Entertainment Tonight. The recording received a warm welcome from music fans, making it to the top of the album chart. Her list shows, however, generating mixed reviews, with some complaining about the quality of her voice. In early 2012, Houston was rumored to be experiencing financial trouble, but she denies these claims. Indeed, the artist seems poised for a career upswinging. Houston worked on the musical film Spark with Jordan Spark, a remake of the 1976 movie about an all-girl musical group similar to the Supremes, and also reportedly had been approached to join the singing competition series The X Factor as a judge. Unfortunately, Houston did not live long enough to see the least comeback. Refresh prediction. Houston died at the age of 48 on February 11, 2012, in Los Angeles at the Beverly Hilton Hotel, where a Grammy party was being held by Davis. Houston had been seen out in the days before her death, including at one of the Grammy parties, according to a report released by the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office in March 22, 2012. The official cause of her death was accident drowning, and the effects of her heart disease. Cocaine found in her system was a contributing factor as well. With her passing, the music world lost one of his literary stars. Davis once said that Houston is in the great tradition of a great singer. Whether Lana Horne, Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah Vaughan, or Gladys Knight. Daughter Bobby Christina dealt with it much turmoil after her death of her mother. She was hospitalized immediately after the passing of Houston due to emotional trauma, but later spoke with Winfrey about returning to her mother's home and feeling her mother present. Houston left everything to her daughter, but eventually the singer's sister-in-law, Pat Houston, became the executor of the estate. Bobby Christina had public conflict with her grandmother, Sissy, over the publish of the Houston biography Remembering Whitney. In early 2014, she was reported to have been married to Nick Gordon, who had been taken by Houston during his childhood and raised with Bobby Christina. Yet later reports state that they weren't legally wed, and another confirmation made disappear comments via Twitter about Angela Bassett, after the actress-director paid to cast trained actress in lead role of Houston by Boylepak instead of Bobby Christina. On January 31st, 2015, nearly 3 years to the day of her mother's death, Bobby Christina was discovered face down in the bathtub in her Rolls, Georgia home by associate Max Loms. After being immediately to the North Fulton Hospital, she was eventually taken to Emory University Hospital, having to be placed in medical coma. Her father and her grandmother visited her bedside and made calls for public support and prayers with the candlelight vigil held on February the 10th in suburban Atlanta. Bobby Christina Brown died on July 26 of 2015 at Peach Christian Hospital in Dillon, Georgia. She was 22 years old. Backed by the Houston State, the documentary Whitney was released in July 2018, with Houston's sister-in-law part serving an executive producer. Everyone that has a life has a story. It is her story and is played out in the documentary, Pat Houston told Good Morning America. A few weeks before the film release, she narrated a lot of herself. It's just her life and her story as the family would see it, and the friends who dealt with it in every single day. The documentary premiered at the Cannes Film Festival, and it is revealed that her cousin Dee Marcus, sister of Donnie Wiki, allegedly sexual abused the singer. Houston's brother told filmmakers he was abused by Dee and believed his sister was too. The documentary also provides insight in Houston's relationship with drugs. Her brother Michael admit that he gave her marijuana and cocaine as a gift for her 16th birthday, as well as her kinship with fellow pop superstar Michael Jackson. Okay, I don't care if y'all don't agree with me or not, but weed, the devil lettuce, that is not a drug, okay? That is just a plant that just, you light it up and it calms you down. Some people go to sleep, and that it is what it is. The following year brought more revelations about the singer's personal life, with the publication of a song for You, My Life with Whitney Houston by Robin Crawford, a longtime friend and assistant. Crawford confirmed that the two had also a romantic relationship before Houston became a global superstar. In 2016, fans were treated to the release of a new house single, Memories, with Malaysian singer Siti Nurchasa sharing credit on the track. Houston vocals had been recorded nearly 35 years earlier, and in 2019, another new Houston single surfaced. This was one of the cover of Steve Wittle's 1987 hit Higher Love. Houston had recorded a version that was originally meant for her 1990 album, And I'm Your Baby Tonight, before it was remixed for a post release by Morgan DJ and Brock Clayler. And in 2019, it was announced that Houston Logram would be going on tour the following year. The production was being developed by Bass Holograms, which had already debuted shows featuring the likeness of Greek opera diva Maria Callas and American rock and roll great Rob Robson. On January 15, 2020, it was announced that Houston had been introduced into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And that is the story of Whitney Houston. I think her story was a really, really sad story. Her death, I think, to me was like shocking, and I think to everybody. Even though she did start experimenting with drugs at the age of 16, and it must have been at some point in her life that she completely stopped and focused on her music. And then I think it came back when Bobby came into her life. I think the pressure of being a celebrity and having your life, your personal life, and everything else always, and like your whole life, when you become a celebrity, a lot of people don't understand that your whole life is gonna be mentioned, and people are gonna see everything. They're gonna judge you every from your head to your toes. They're gonna judge you because that's what people do. And I think that, yeah, she loved to sing and she had an amazing voice, but I feel like also it was just too much for her. It was just too much. And I feel bad because she really was an amazing person, and I really felt like if she would have been here alive, the things that she would have accomplished, it would have been mind-blowing. But I do hope that her and her daughter are resting in peace, and I hope she's resting in peace as well. I will be talking about Bobby Christina in one video, but I need to talk about other celebrities before I get to her. Y'all have a great day, guys. Enjoy your Sunday, enjoy your summers, and stay positive.